She's got family down in Castroville.
CAPT, why are you doing this?
She needs to laugh and dream. She needs new memories.
Road's closed.
Is that the law?
It is now.
Hey Cinemark, I'm here today chatting with the director and the stars of the upcoming film, The News of the World. Paul, this film, fantastic storytelling, but what was it that first inspired you to make this film?
I loved the idea of making a Western. I've never made one. I never thought I'd get to make one, but obviously I grew up with those movies and I revere the movies of John Ford, obviously. So actually, it was one of those sort of unmissable things. You go, yeah, I'm going to do it. And the film came together very quickly. And actually, it was a beautiful adventure for all of us who made the film. You know, it was physically tough because we were out in those locations for month after month. But that sort of bound us together. And I think in a way, it gave the film its energy and its magical quality. And then obviously, we were very lucky to have young Helena Zengel, who's just such a remarkable young actress. I mean, 11 years old, but she has maturity way beyond her years. I mean, I remember being anxious, you know, on the first day of shooting, because, you know, she's 11 years old and she's going ahead with Tom Hanks, and you never know how it's going to be. Of course, you believe in her, but you never know. And then the first scene we did actually was that scene where they met in the woods, the very first time they meet. I knew literally after the first hour, I found all my anxiety just fade away. I knew she was going to be fantastic. She had great confidence. She had great chemistry with Tom. They were great friends off screen. And the story seemed to tell itself, honestly and truly.
It says your name is Johanna Leonberger. Indians took you when they attacked your family 6 years prior. Your mother, father, and sister were, well, they passed.
Helena, your work in this film is absolutely incredible. You speak German, English, and in this film, Kiowa. What was it like juggling all these languages on a film?
Well, I mean, German is my mother language, so I could speak that anyway. And English was like kind of coming with me in that time spending in America. So that was that. And then Kiowa was a fun language to learn because there are very many different accents. And we started learning it 3 weeks before the movie began. And I had 1.5 hours every day. So that was kind of cool, and I mean, I love the language. It's a fun language, and not many people speak it.
Well, you did an excellent job with it.
Thank
What was it
you.
like working with the director, Paul?
Paul is such a great man. He is a very confident and very, very kind man. He always heard me. He always said, okay, are you confident with that? I'm fine with that. Do you need anything? And it was basically just a deal between us. If I'm fine, he's fine, which was just so great because I always felt welcome and I always knew if I've had something, we could change it. And I think that's a nice feeling to go on set.
So my final question is, we're a movie theater, we're a cinema-safe theater. Why is News of the World a great film to experience on that big screen?
You know, it's the mixture of these grand locations, these grand landscapes, and these intimate, powerful, emotional stories in the middle playing out in those huge landscapes. And I think that's seen to best effect on the big screen. I mean, I was very lucky to have Darius Wolski, the great Darius Wolski, shoot the movie, and he gives it just a grandeur, I think, and a sense of scale. I think James Newton Howard's score is just one of the most beautiful scores of recent times, of all times, I would say, and it just gives it a power. So if you can see it on the big screen, please do.
So folks, do not miss your chance to see this truly remarkable story on the big screen. Get your tickets for News of the World at Cinemark.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are stories of men and women very much like you, waiting for better days to come.
You can't have her! And I'm taking her home!